Greetings to all from the Ruins of Humanity channel. Today, we will talk about the world's most popular music icon Elvis Presley, the King. Thank you for following the channel and like videos. I wish you a pleasant viewing. Elvis Presley came from very humble beginnings and grew up to become one of the biggest names in rock and roll, commonly referred to as the king of the genre. By the mid to 1950s, he appeared on the radio, television, and the silver screen. On August 16, 1977, the 42-year-old died of heart failure, which was related to his drug addiction. Since his death, Presley has remained one of the world's most popular music icons. Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935, in Tupelo, Mississippi. He later changed the spelling of his middle name to the biblical form of Aaron. Presley was supposed to be a twin, but his brother, Jesse Garon, sometimes spelled Jesse, was stillborn. From very humble beginnings, Presley grew up to become one of the biggest names in rock and roll. Raised by loving, working-class parents, Vernon and Gladys, Presley and his family had little money, and they moved from place to place frequently. He was deeply devoted to his parents, especially his mother, and was raised to have a strong faith in God. Presley attended the Assembly of God Church with his parents, where gospel music became an important influence for him. Presley received his first guitar as a gift from his mother on his 11th birthday in 1946, and had his first taste of musical success a few years later when he won a talent show at Humes High School in Memphis. After graduating in 1953, he worked a number of jobs while pursuing his musical dream. He cut his first demo record at what later became known as Sun Studio that year, and before long, Sam Phillips, the record label owner, decided to take the young performer under his wing. Presley soon began touring and recording, trying to catch his first big break. Hats All Right was Presley's first single in 1954. In 1955, Presley began to develop a following, with fans being drawn to his unusual musical style, provocative gyrating hips, and good looks. That same year, he signed with RCA Records, a deal worked out by his manager, Colonel Tom Parker. Presley was on a roll, scoring his first No.1 single with Heartbreak Hotel, as well as his first No.1 album, Elvis Presley, and signing a movie contract with Paramount Pictures, all in 1956. Despite the uproar that his sexy dance moves caused, he also became a popular guest on a number of television variety shows. Soon, Presley was everywhere, working as a musician and actor. His first film, Love Me Tender, 1956, was a box office hit. Throughout his amazing career, Presley helped popularize rock and roll music in America, earning his nickname as the genre's king. He also won 3 Grammy Awards for his gospel recordings, a major musical force. Presley had 18 No.1 singles, including Don't Be Cruel, Good Luck Charm, and Suspicious Minds, as well as countless gold and platinum albums. His career launched into superstardom thanks to a September 9, 1956, appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show. 60 million viewers tuned in to watch Presley, then 21, perform Don't Be Cruel, as well as Hound Dog and Love Me Tender, complete with the hip gyrations many found vulgar. He appeared 2 more times on the show over the next year, with the third censored from the waist down. Presley's 1957 album, Elvis's Christmas Album, topped the Billboard charts for 4 weeks and would go on to sell more than 20 million copies in various editions, becoming the most popular holiday album of all time. Other notable Presley hits include Blue Suede Shoes, Can't Help Falling in Love, All Shook Up, Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear, and Are You Lonesome Tonight? Even a stint in the US military couldn't put a damper on Presley's thriving career. He received his draft notice in 1957 and was inducted into the army the following March. He eventually served in Germany for about a year and a half. Shortly before Presley left for Europe, his beloved mother, Gladys, died. He was granted a leave and returned to Memphis for the funeral. Deeply saddened by her death, Presley returned to duty. While in Germany, his spirits were lifted slightly when he met a young teenager named Priscilla Beaulieu. The pair fell in love and married on May 1, 1967, in Las Vegas, Nevada. After leaving the army in 1960, Presley resumed his career and was soon back at the top of the charts with the soundtrack for his film G.I. Blues. He continued recording music and acting in such films as Blue Hawaii, 1961, Girls, 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 1962, and Viva Las Vegas, 1964. Although his films were often hit or miss with both critics and audiences, they brought in a profit, and the soundtracks usually sold well. By the late 1960s, however, the enigmatic performer appeared to be losing his box office appeal. Proving he was still the king, he recorded his first TV special in 1968, often referred to as the '68 comeback. He wowed audiences with his performance, which showcased his talents as a singer and a guitarist. Around this time, Presley's personal life also seemed to be on an upswing. A year after he and Priscilla married, they had a daughter, Lisa Marie, in 1968. Unfortunately, this joyous time would not last. By the early 1970s, Presley's marriage was falling apart. The couple divorced in 1973, and Priscilla received custody of Lisa Marie. Presley was also wrestling with other personal problems, including a growing addiction to prescription drugs. The once thin rock star was battling a weight problem, and his destructive lifestyle caught up with him that fall when he was hospitalized for drug-related health problems. Despite his personal obstacles, Presley remained a popular draw in Las Vegas and on tour. He performed at his last concert in June 1977 in Indianapolis, Indiana. After the concert, he returned home to his Memphis mansion, Graceland, to prepare for another tour. On the morning of August 16, 1977, Presley died of heart failure at the age of 42. It was later ruled that his death was related to his prescription drug abuse. Presley was buried on the Graceland property, near the grave sites of his mother, father, and grandmother Minnie Mae Hood Presley. Presley's passing brought sadness to many. The FTD Flower Delivery Service reported that more than 3,100 floral arrangements were ordered the day of his death, setting a one-day record in the United States. An estimated 18,000 people with signs, flowers, and memorabilia lined Elvis Presley Boulevard in Memphis to catch a glimpse of his funeral procession on August 18. According to the Washington Post, a white Cadillac hearse transported Presley's body, which laid inside a rose-covered coffin. About 200 family members attended a private ceremony at Graceland. Celebrities and notable figures like John Wayne, Burt Reynolds, Anne Margaret, and Caroline Kennedy were also there. Presley's Memphis home, Graceland, is open to the public, and numerous fans from around the world visit the legendary residence annually, especially around Presley's birthday and the anniversary of his death. Since his death, Presley has remained one of the world's most popular music icons. Over the years, several documentaries and films have explored the enigmatic performer. Thank you for watching the video. I hope it deserves your time. I expect you to subscribe to the channel and write a comment. Don't forget to check out the other videos too. Goodbye, until we meet again.